join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Stevenson, would you call the roll, please?
Councilmember Costin.
Here.
Councilmember Shoemaker.
Here.
Councilmember McDaniel.
Here.
Councilmember Delavar.
Present.
Councilmember Greenlee.
Here.
Councilmember Morris.
Here.
Councilmember Russell.
Here.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the agenda?
I have an amendment. I make a request that we pull Agenda Bill 88-10, setting the public hearing for the 2011-2016 Transportation Improvement Program from the consent agenda.
Okay, we'll make that the first item under new business.
And I would also like to add to the agenda consideration of a resolution or a motion. I'll let the city attorney inform us, that says essentially that the city council hereby finds that there is substantial benefit for the city in having a farmer's market held in downtown Washougal.
Would you like to do that under council comments or?
New business would be ideal.
Okay, we'll add that on as item number 12. Any other amendments? Hearing none, Mr. Stevens, do we have any correspondence?
No, we do not.
And we are at the first opportunity on the agenda for any members of the public who would wish to address the council for this evening. Mr. Olson.
With your permission, Mayor, I'd like to identify myself at the end of the article, please.
Okay.
I recently read an article by Tom Conager in the June 16th Columbian editorial page. In the article, he states that the city of Vancouver should annex the Hazeldale area of Clark County. He ends the story by saying, quote, "Eventually, it must become part of Vancouver. It cannot continue in its splendid isolation." The day before that, in the June 15th Columbian, a front-page article about patriotism mentions both mayors Tim Levitt and Sean Gard being in a contest about who had the best patriotic necktie. Mayor Gard did win the contest, and in horse racing language, you could say by a neck, but the ruling was for a tie. Mayor Gard's $1.99 handmade tie was by far, B-U-Y, far, the best of the two by a noose. Recently, the cities of Washougal and Camas started to explore the joining of their fire departments. Mayor Gard, I wonder if the Columbian staff writer Tom Vogt has given his readers a heads up of going beyond the fire departments with the possibility of an annex of Camas by Washougal, because you were 3 times referred to as the Camas mayor in his article, and once as the Washougal mayor. That's 3-1.
It's also the Columbian.
Again, I quote Mr. Conager, "Eventually, Camas must become part of Washougal. Camas can't continue in their splendid isolation." Mayor Gard, if the annexation would occur, then I predict that you would be elected mayor, already having the title in print of mayor of Camas and mayor of Washougal. Voting ties would not be permitted. If we could hold a contest for a new name of the combined cities, voting by Washougal residents only. Respectfully presented to the Mayor Gard and council members Harvey Olson, 3903 R Street.
Very nice.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
Very,
Mr.
very
Olson.
nice.
Oh, I do have a picture of you here. I'm gonna save this in my memoirs.
Yeah. It will be the only one saved.
Oh, no, there's one on dartboard.
Any, oh, great. Other members?
Actually, it was suggested that I might come here and introduce myself. My name is Mike Appel, and I am running on the Republican ticket for the Clark County Treasurers. Just wanted to say hello to the good people of Washougal and the city council.
Thank you,
Thank
Mike.
you.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, let's see, first, I'm Don Bolin. I've been here before. As I told you, don't reside in the city, but you folks do impact me. And today, what I wanted to talk about was your oath of office. And I got a copy of it, and it says here, and it's the same both for the council as well as the mayor. It says, I do solemnly swear that I'm a citizen of the United States and of the state of Washington, that I will support the Constitution, the laws of the United States, and the Constitution, the laws of the state of Washington, and will to the best of my judgment, skill, and ability, truthfully, faithfully, diligently, and impartially perform the duties of the office. And then it either has, you're either a mayor or you're a council member. And it says, in Clark County, Washington, as such duties are prescribed by law, so help me God. And the reason I read that is I would like to have you honor that. And I think a way of honoring it, at least my way of thinking, would be to have a resolution where you support what's happening in Arizona. I would like our city to take a stand and support the Constitution and the state laws. And I don't know how you do that other than just showing up and asking you folks to do that. Is that the right way?
That would get it started.
Okay. Is there something else I need to do?
I think at this point, the council would take it under consideration for a workshop and start to move it around a little discussion there and see where it may go to from there.
Okay. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you. Any other members of the public that would wish to speak? Hi, Barbara.
I just want to let you know, I'm now being a member of the park board and having some problem last week getting something on my computer, and it got to the point where it kept saying blank, 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 and I called Suzanne, and she was most accommodating, and I think those kinds of things are to be commended, because every once in a while you run into people that just don't want to. And she sent me the other half and has consented to, when she sends out stuff, to stick mine in an email body instead of the document with all the pictures so that I can read it. And that kind of accommodation needs to be addressed, and I need to say that.
Well, thank you very much. We'll make sure that gets passed along appropriately. Any other members of the public that would wish to address the council? Okay, moving into the mayor's report, I have three quick items. Just a reminder for the council that we do have